Hello, my name is Lisa Fan, and I wanted to make this video to help people get rid of their headaches or whatever ailments that they have. So, as an acupuncturist, I deal with headaches a lot, and there are some information that is very crucial to understand when you have a headache and how to treat it naturally, with or without medication, with or without herbs, but just to get some information for yourself on like maybe why you have your headache and how to treat it naturally. So, um, in order to treat anything, you have to ask questions and relevant questions. So, some of the relevant questions to ask is number one, where is the headache? So, the headaches can come from any part of the head area. So, you could have like a headache on the top of your head, you could have a temporal headache, you could have a headache in the back of your head, you can have like a front headache, you could have a headache that's like kind of just in one spot. So you want to determine exactly where's the headache, and the more precise that you can get to it, the better. Okay. Secondly, you want to see what kind of pain it is. So there are different kinds of pains too. So it's like, oh no, I just have a headache, but it really isn't the case. So different kinds of pain can be sharp pain. You can have a dull, achy pain. You can have a throbbing pain. You can have a numbness kind of pain, or just like your whole head can feel heavy. So you want to differentiate like what kind of pain it is and where it is too. Also, the next thing that you can ask yourself is like, when did I get this headache? So like maybe I got it like 10 minutes ago, or I had it last night. Basically, when did it start? The reason why we want to know when it started, then you can relate back and say, oh, okay, well, this may be the reason why. So if you like, say if you had a really rough day yesterday and you were really stressed out, and then you had pain towards the end of the day, it could be like more from like the stress and the overwhelming. So that could be a cause. Another cause, like say if you're like at nighttime, you didn't have any pain, but you woke up with some pain, then it could be a problem with dehydration, depending on what foods you ate, could be too heavy on the system, or the position that you slept can cause pain too. So determine what time of day, like early morning, midday, when you had the headache. Then you want to ask yourself, like, how frequent do I get headaches? Like, is this just an acute thing, like once every month, once a year? Do I get it like once a week? Do I get it like every day, once a day? Depending on how often you get it can give you a clue on why do you have the headaches too. Some people, especially women who have the menstrual cycle, will have may have some headaches, before, during, or after a cycle. So that's hormonal related. Another question to ask yourself is like, why do you think you have this headache? So just to like ask yourself that question. A lot of times, like most people would be like, I don't know. But if you don't know, just keep it in the back of your mind and ask a couple of times. Maybe something will pop up and make sense to you, and then that will give you another clue on why you have the headache and how to resolve it. Another question that you can ask yourself is, what makes the headache feel better? So some things that could make a headache feel better is like a massage. So if you have like a headache like on your temporal region and you want to touch it and just kind of massage it lightly and see if it feels good. If it doesn't feel good, then you have that piece of information too. So sometimes when you put like some heat on a certain area of the head, it feels good, and sometimes cold feels good. Sometimes like it doesn't want to be touched at all. It's kind of like, oh no, 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 don't touch me kind of pain. See if it feels better when you're resting, or does it feel better like if you're moving and getting some exercise in. Also, you can see if it's like a stress headache, then you can either take a bath or relax or sleep and see if that helps too. So with that, you can what we call in Chinese medicine is called a deficiency headache or an excess headache. So a deficiency headache are the headaches that will make you feel like, oh my god, I just need to get like some rest, or I really need to get some like good food in my body, or I need to just massage it and get the blood circulating. I need for the blood vessels to open up. I need to get a lot of sleep. Those are called deficiency headaches because you need something. There's something that the body needs that it's not getting, say like it's not getting enough blood flow to that area of the head, or it's not getting the right supply of water or oxygen to that area. Then you can have something called an excess headache. An excess headache will be something like, maybe the vertebrae isn't in a line, so it's a physical thing. We need to get an adjustment, or somehow tweak it so that there's no nerves pinching and there's full mobility in the muscles and in the nerves. So with that in mind, some of the things that can also cause headaches is, like we said, the hormonal aspect. That's like the body and the liver, the vertebrae being out of alignment, poor circulation going up into the brain area. Sugar levels could be unbalanced, will cause like peaks of sugars and dropping of sugar levels. Dehydration, high stress, little sleep, and little recovery are some of the most common things that can cause headaches. So when you have all of those in mind, you want to, again, let's go back to, you have a whole bunch of these informations, the answers to the questions that we've said. So again, so you want to locate the pain. Okay, say like if my pain is like just on the right side, right across here, and it just like really feels really bad here, but it feels really good for me to touch and massage this area. Okay, all right, so I can feel that. All right, and then you want to say, okay, so that's a deficiency headache, and it helps when you massage it. And then some of the things that you could do for deficiency headaches is like you put something warm that area. You want to touch it, you want to relax, maybe get some like low light so it's not stimulated. Maybe get some food in, some really good healthy food inside your system, and drink a little bit of water, see if it helps. Some things that you could do for an excess headache is like don't touch that area, maybe put a little bit of cold in that area, move around a little bit, or maybe not even eat too much for the next meal or something, so that your system can regulate itself again. So it's important to say which one is it. Is it a deficiency headache or an excess headache? With that in mind, then you can say, okay, well, what can I do for the two? And some of the things that you can do are say, because we don't want to put a lot of medication into our system if it's like natural or unnatural. You just want to get like the body to be as healthy as possible on its own. But the body is screaming pain just because like it needs something. It's kind of like a crying baby that's screaming because it needs something. So to ask these questions and say, hey, you know what, like what do you need, and asking the relevant questions that I gave you earlier, then you can determine like, okay, well, my body is just really fatigued, it's a little bit dehydrated, I just need to rest it and sleep it off. Instead of just taking some medication that like numbs the pain, and it could or may not come back. But you want to treat your body good, because anything that you put into your system is gonna, do something to the body that you may or may not like, such as a side effect, or it might be harsh on the body that you may not like. So the point is to really understand your body and to love your body, and when you do that, then the body really cooperates, and you want to try to treat it like as yourself, like your body is you, and you're just not like your mind, what you're thinking and things like that. All right, so some tips for being healthy is to eat cooked vegetables, and try not to eat any spicy foods, less garlic, onions, and spices. Stay away from the dairy foods as much as you can, and try to keep your sugar levels as consistent as possible. Drink moderate amount of water, and just be more consistent. Just kind of take note on how you feel and how your body is reacting. You know, if you feel good, how is your energy level? So things like that will definitely help you with what's going on with your head. And so that's a whole mouthful. So I really hope that this video helped you, understand a little bit more about your headache, and you're able to get rid of if you have a headache now or in the future. If you need any other assistance, if you have any questions, you can email me. My email is helpmelisa@gmail.com. So that's help, HELP, me, ME, Lisa, that's Lisa with a Y, that's LYSA @gmail.com. So helpmelisa@gmail.com. All right, so I am really excited to hear from you. Please let me know if this video helped you, if it didn't help you, if you need any more information, if you need me to do anything else, give you more information about headaches and what I know, then I really don't mind. Okay, so good luck, and